All right, guys, welcome to today's stream. A little bit early because I want to try and concentrate on what I'm doing at the moment, which is trading the ECB. I will keep this up, but I'm not concentrating too much on the ES. I've got one trade idea, which is basically a pullback up to 4106, 4108. It's a little low volume node just below the break of the previous week's settle. So I'm looking to take shorts down there. I'm seeing a lot of volume coming in, delta coming in. Overnight inventory is very short, but I've got the feeling just from what we're seeing here that, you know, this is potential for change. So I might be wrong, but I'm going to take the trade. 41067. If it fails to, if it pushes higher, I'm looking for, you know, somewhere around the 4115, the overnight VPOC, and yesterday's real session, RTH session, VPOC. So I'm looking to take shorts there. I want this auction to stay below 4124 for short ideas. Anything above there, I'm out of that idea. 40, yeah, around there, 4124s. So I'm trying to be specific, but I'm concentrating on euro stuff at the moment. Okay, so good luck. ECB's Lagarde is still talking. She still make moves happen. So just watch out for anything that comes out of the ECB. Links to the ECB have been provided. You should be watching this if you're serious about trading, because as we've seen today, you know, we've had, you know, big moves in the ES overnight, all off the ECB. So this is where you want to kind of pay attention to things that are happening outside of your realm, which, you know, this is Euroland stuff, but it does and can affect the, you know, all other complexes. So please be careful today. We are likely to see some decent moves. We are trading into the bottom edge of this balance area, 4070, which is an area we're watching. That is, you know, that is really important. I'm expecting it to get tested. Okay, I'm expecting that 4070 area to get tested. So I am looking for the move lower on this, based on the fact that I can see a lot of volume coming into this market. I'm seeing Euro stocks, you know, they've had a big move, and the fact that we've had such big moves in euro yields. Yeah, US bonds have kind of pulled back up again. They're back up to their close. We saw some buying actually just after the ECB into the open of the US bonds. So that might be the bottom. We're now trading above the open, 136.22 in the 30-year, US 30-year. I am watching yields, I'm watching rates, I'm watching what's happening in the euro, I'm watching BTPs and bunds. So these are all the things that I'm watching. I am on high alert, and I'm not sure how much I'll be able to come out. You know, I won't be able to type today. I'm on high alert. So if you are here following me, great, and yeah, I'll do my best to comment on things that I see in real time. Okay. Let's do it. We've got 15 seconds. Let's go. I'm going to use the footprint charts. I'm going to use this footprint chart. It's a time-based footprint chart. I prefer it when things are moving a little bit more. You can really see where, you know, you got volume blocks. So I'm looking for a push up here, up to here. Let's see what happens. Hang on, I might actually just swap this one for... Oh, they're the same thing. All right, that's not what I wanted. Remember, in trading, you've got multiple tools. You need to know when to use them. I'm looking at this area here. This is the area I want to get involved in. It might not even get up there. It might get up to 4105. This little swing high, this little high here. Remember, my references on the opens are, they tend to be, here we go, we're open. And we're moving. I'm going to concentrate, guys, because...
Forecast assume 2022 oil price of $105.80 a barrel. Assume 2023 oil price of $93.40 a barrel. And 2024 oil price of $84.30 a barrel. So just to go over this again. So
And if I miss it,
ECB
so be it. Okay, I've already done quite well on the euro, on the ECB announcement, so I've got no pressure to trade. I'm looking for good setups, and I'm going to be nimble. Impulse lower now. Are we holding? Are we holding down there? Are we going to break that 91 low? Okay. That is not what I wanted to see. That is not what I want to see. Ouch. I was willing to take that trade to see if we had some continuation. I've got very, yeah, you might be seeing a slightly delayed ladder on this page. I tend to enter the orders using keyboard entries. Russell's holding on the lows. I'm taking that trade again. Okay, we're just a little bit undecided here. I'm seeing the Russell really push lower. I should have probably held on to that. I don't want to see us coming back. It's very jumpy at the moment. I'm trading smaller size than I normally would be. I want to see us push down to 71s. No, that's not what I wanted to see. Don't want to see it come back up against this tail. All right. Okay. So we're finding support down at the bottom there. Okay, I'm done now for those, you know, for the quick move. Now I'm looking at 4106, 4107. I'm taking 2 stops on that. Treasuries are pushing back. Yeah, the Ultra Bond's now trading above the highs. What we're also seeing is the guard mentioned a little bit about dislocations and that they're not willing to see that happen. So what we're seeing now is the BTPs that are pushing high, which is driving other bonds higher. Bunds are starting to reverse. So maybe I made a mistake here. Maybe what she just said there is so. Okay, that was the trade I wanted. Look at that tail. That was my entry. No, that's not good. Don't want to see it push back above. Don't want to see it come back. That little tail there, that was my entry. Gonna look to scale some of this out. Oh my god, I didn't put enough size on. Okay, well that's a mess up. All right, I misclipped there. I wanted to get at least 6 lots on that in that area there, but okay, well I just got to live with it now. Again, don't want to see us coming back up to 07s, 08s. This is the previous week's settle. It's an area that I identified as an area where I might get short. This was my plan, so I'm trading my plan. But I'm watching what else is going on around me. It's really, really important to be watching correlations today. Today's a day where correlations play. I might get a chance to get some more back on here. at the moment. I really want to see us come back up to 08s. I've got to stop at 10. What I saw to get in was this nice tapering. That was my pretension. All this little volume box here. You can see it quite clearly on the delta. Okay, right. Okay, that's a shame because that was my planned trade and I completely messed it up by not getting enough size on. So when I got out of it, I actually accidentally got out of way more than I wanted to. This also goes to show that, you know, I tried to take the trade really early and the market wasn't ready. It just wasn't ready. And my original plan was to wait for 41.08s, which is where we got to, and look for some kind of reaction, which we got. But I took the trade early because I thought there might be some impulsive continuation. It looked like it was, you know, there were a couple of impulses lower. I took the trade. Unfortunately, I wasn't quick enough to exit the trade. I could have probably got out for a scratch a couple of times. But you want to be really nimble in these kind of environments. I didn't quite do it. We've got some Iran news as well. Right, we break below this century figure and we're going to go back test those lows. Okay, watch out oils, end of talks, JCPOA. That's bad news. Right, I want to see a little flush back up to the century figure and I'm going to get in. Okay. I want to have my stop above 04s. Okay, again, I haven't got quite enough size on, but I'm just trying to be patient here. Okay, I just got into this like area here, this low volume pocket here. I'm hoping it holds. That's not good. This is not good. This is not good. Right now, buying liquidity is getting, selling liquidity is getting soaked up. Okay, that impulse there was not good. That's better. That was a clear rejection there. That's the sign. That's the move. That's it. That's the one. Let's get out of one here. These trades are really hard to take, because we've got a lot of little areas here, little areas where people might be interested in getting involved in. We want to see this break down low. We want to take out those initial opening swing lows. I don't want to see us coming back above, well, ideally 97s, but this thing's jumping around like crazy at the moment. If you're not sure about these kind of conditions, you want to be trading smaller size. You want to be, you want to be covering your risk as well. Right now, I'm thinking about taking something off into this little tail here. There you go. I'll just take a one lot off. Okay, I've covered my risk. This is not coming back now. I've covered some of my risk. It's a good thing that I got out of my US. Yeah, I won't comment too much about it, but good thing I got out of my my bond shorts. What often happens with these events is that you get this big move initially, and then it kind of filters, reverse a little bit back into the conference. But today's meeting was big enough for the market just to continue going in one direction. The key news here is that inflation in Europe is massive. They've revised those numbers up, and Lagarde is not going to see that continue. She's going to act. The ECB are going to act to contain this
we did see some positive ticks in the US equity futures after the open. However,
Okay, I'm looking at the Russell, I'm looking at NASDAQ. NASDAQ is very bond sensitive. Well, not bond sensitive, yield sensitive. We're seeing this come back a little bit, but we're seeing these like huge moves. These very impulsive 4 or 5 tick moves.
with regards to their policy on fragmentation. We have seen the Bund BTP spread blow out. That has been weighing on euro.
I don't know if you can hear that on the squawk, but
again, and that has been driving some of the moves that we're seeing in markets at the moment. Long and short of it, now we're seeing bonds.
look where I'm finding, support. We're finding this little tail here where I got caught earlier.
Equities have been struggling as well as the ECB guides towards normalization of.
I'm keeping my eye on what the Eurostox is doing. I'm keeping my eye on what's happening in the Bunds. Bunds have just touched VWAP. Look like they're pulling back now. So they've touched VWAP. Remember, VWAP, when we've got a big trend day, might be a good area to get involved in. You want to see liquidity increasing into those areas. Here we go. Come on. Break these lows. Break these lows. Break these lows. So my targets are 40, around the 40-70 area, okay? Now, the mistakes I've made so far, and I have made mistakes, so I have to, reflect on that. That I didn't get enough size off in this area here. Okay, I thought I'd sold 6 at least. I ended up only getting in with 3. I took 2 early stops. The price action on the open was extremely choppy. But I've already got 20 points on this one. Right, I've got my runner now. So it could have been a really, really good session, but I've made a few mistakes here. I think a little bit overconfident, given the fact that I did quite well on the ECB. Overconfidence. Yeah, I was too eager. I should have been a bit more patient. I just felt that, we had the right setup, the way we were just grinding into the lows, that we forgot a little impulse lower. We could have, really got going. But, there were people looking to soak up some of that liquidity. Just going to turn off the squawk. Hopefully you can hear it through the mic. It's really important to pay attention to the squawk. Also, so we've got a lot of, we've got a lot of news out right now. We've got to try and filter out what's important. For me, it's just the ECB and what they're doing. Okay. Also, a good reminder is get your research out. Where are the levels you're looking at?
ECB sees 2022 inflation at 7.1%, considering the May HICP reading.
Anyway, and the other thing is to realize is where we find, there was a little bit of, there was impulses down on the open, but there are also buyers there waiting. Where are we? Where were we? We were in the spike of yesterday. What I was thinking is that once we broke below the spike base, I thought we'd get a slightly more conciliatory push down lower. I wanted to see price action, really tighten up, and sellers really just taking out every bid that comes their way. But we were just seeing very, very whippy price action on the open. Given where we were, where we are, that was a little bit of a mistake by me. So remember, when you got these positions, you're trying to run to high time frame targets. You've got to be aware that the market doesn't go anywhere in a straight line. It does sometimes. The BTP certainly did today, but it doesn't always go in a straight line. So you need to be aware of where the moves are likely to go to, where they're going to come back, where they're going to bounce off. Right now we've got these nice little lows. I want to see these taken out. If you break 84s, to remind you all of the plan. Those are the areas I was looking to get short. That was an area I was looking to get in. That's the spike base. That's why I took that trade. I was getting in way before my initial plan, but I thought it was worth the risk. That's where I'm looking to get out of some of my positions. I might find buys here. At the moment, I'm still happy to hold this. I'm wanting to add to this position. I want to add to this position. So I'm looking for ways to get back in. Okay, that is my plan for the day. I outlined 4108, 4115. Okay, right, that's it for today. Well, not for today, that's it for now. I'm going to stop talking. I'm monitoring this. I'm not going to leave my desk today, not even to go to the toilet. Oh, I'm talking. I'm talking to air. I realise I'm just talking and no one's listening because I've got my mic off. I'm sorry. Just saying that, you know, if you are short in this area here, and I've taken a few losers, I'm. As you want to see this little pocket of volume, this little bucket of volume just broken to the downside. You might get a flush there. Equally, I might get taken out at the highs, so I've got to stop just above.
Those who entered the housing market over the last year would be more exposed in the event of a significant price correction. The Bank of Canada does also say that it's too early to tell whether recently the decrease in housing resale activity and prices will be temporary or the beginning of a substantial correction.
Just need to step away, actually. I'll be back. Also, I want to see this like this previous close at 14. I want to see it acting as some kind of, you know, at the moment it's like a volume magnet. There's a lot of business being done around it, higher and lower. I want to see it. I want to see people step in and you know, protect it a little bit better than they have been. Anyway, I need to leave the work. I need to leave the work done. The heavy work to be done. Need to leave the trade work is what I want to try and say. Okay. I've put the trade on, I've got my plan, and let's see. Okay, we've seen so this trade's working. We've slowly pushed down. I've got my scale out now. I've covered some of my risk. And I'm just going to try and hold this now. My targets are down to the 71s. I was just saying how I don't like the way we've got quite a lot of two-way price action, and you know, we've gone out down those lows there, but this impulse here, this has got to hold. I need to see this hold, otherwise I'm going to be thinking about getting out this trade. This pocket here, 0.5. Really didn't want to see that come above 4,100. Yeah, this is really not looking great. Okay, really not what I want to see. You know, you could take a lot of solace from looking at this and just seeing the price action from the open. It was just that it wasn't a clear run. You know, there was some kind of support there. It just touched the prior week settlement, which again is an area I might want to get back involved in. That was probably where I should be looking to keep my stop. But I said to myself, you know, 4,100, if this was going to be a proper trend, and it's not, but, you know, we're stuck in this little balance area on the open now, with the high at 20 and the low at, what's the low, 90s. So this still might develop into what I want it to do, but at the moment, I'm just not seeing enough for me to want me to keep it. Look at that. I mean, this is just two-way action. You've got to be able to recognize it off the open. I saw it. I maybe was a bit naive to it. I had a great trade from 41.17 down to 90s. What's that? 95s. So again, almost, you know, 20 points. But yeah, that's only just about covered the losses I sustained. Had it gone to where I wanted it to be, I would probably be looking to add more into these positions, because when there's a big trend, you want to be trying to, on these pullbacks, you want to be trying to get, you know, more on. But the fact that we've just broken, again, we've just popped above 10, stopped everyone out there, that could be actually the entry. But I'm not willing to take that at the moment. I just don't like this price action. I just don't like this price action. These pullbacks are way deeper than I wanted them to be. 15 points from low to high. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to probably end this stream. I've had a long day, I've been working hard, and it's just time to just relax and just walk away. This might do all sorts of things. There might be a big move. At the moment, I'm just not seeing it. So, you know, I can't fight all battles. I need to get some rest, and it's been fun. ECB was great. If you are watching this, if you're one of the few people watching this, and you want to see what I did on the ECB, message me and I will send you a video of what I did on the ECB. I had a small, I've got a small video of the trades I took in the bonds on the ECB and why I took them. I might write a blog about it, but yeah, this is not a stream for bonds. This is my ES stream. But if you are interested in trading bonds and want to know what I did and why I did it, how I did it, what I was looking at, what the levels I was looking at, how I prepped, just message me and then I'll do a stream about it. I might even do a little blog about it. But yeah, it was really good. So yeah, just look at the BTPs, look at the bunds, look at treasuries. They all had good moves. They were, you know, opportunities. So I'm going to call it a day. It's time to go and play with the kiddywinks. Thank you for watching. No one's watching because no one can see me. Hang on. Sorry if you haven't been watching and you do find this bit of the stream. I'm just saying, if you want to see what I did over the bond, you know, over ECBs and what I traded in the bonds, just message me. I can send you a video or do a little stream on the video about my bond trading and how I traded it. It was a lot of fun and really good. I managed to cover back all my losses from the ES, ended up a little bit. I took I think 3 or 4 losses, some with, you know, some full size, some half size, one small size, and then I eventually took a half decent runner where I got 2/3 of my trade off where I wanted it to, and I had to take off my residual for a smaller profit than I wanted to as we pulled back above 4,100. Yeah, overall decent session, and yeah, I hope you had some fun, and yeah, let's try and do this again tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Trade well and prosper.